Good damn morning, Americans and Canadians. Jericho Green here with you once again. My man Dan hit me up in the YouTube comments. He was like, just once, man. Show some love to America's hat. No problem. But something I want to talk about that's not funny. Did you guys see Dudley Moore on TV last night? I mean, not Dudley Moore, David Lopan. Nancy Pelosi, that's her name. That fucking artifact. Did you see her on TV last night? She had some press conference. I think she was talking about this fucking sham known as an impeachment proceeding. And she was walking away, and one of the reporters goes, he said, "Do you hate President Trump, Speaker Pelosi?" And she stopped, and her varicose veins, little feet turned around, her little rat-like claws turned around, and she got to waving her little finger. She's like, "I don't hate anybody. I am a Catholic, and I was raised Catholic, and I don't hate," even her hand gestures were like, fucking weird. She's just an awkward human being, I think. Well, she's wearing her human skin because she's out in public. But she's a very awkward person. And even my wife, who very rarely dips her toe in political waters, she was like, "Who's that?" And this, she didn't even see this before she saw this. This is a couple days ago. She's like, "Who's that lady with the brown hair and you can't understand what she's saying? It sounds like she had a stroke." And I was like, "Who the fuck is that?" And then I saw this. I was listening to this on my phone, and she was like, "That's her. What's that lady name? Is she all right?" "That's Nancy Pelosi. She sounds like she's either drunk or she had a stroke or she was having one on camera." And she comes back to the podium. She's like, "Let me tell you something. I don't hate President Trump. I don't hate anybody. I was raised Catholic," and blah, blah, blah. Really? Now, people, this may surprise you, but I'm no doctor. But I do know that cancer's bad. And I'm no police officer. But I know you're not supposed to murder anybody. And just like I'm not a Catholic, but I do know that Catholics don't believe in abortion. So if she is such a devout Catholic, she's such a hardcore, I was raised Catholic, then why did you invite the president of Planned Parenthood to the State of the Union address this year? I'll wait. Cue the Jeopardy music. If you don't believe in abortion, why would you invite the leader of the #1 abortion company in this country? There are damn near 1 million abortions carried out in this country every year, and Planned Parenthood does about half of them. One company does half of the abortions in this country. Now, if you're dumb enough to believe it, they'll tell you that, no, we're not about abortion. We hand out pamphlets and do cancer screenings and women's reproductive health care. Shut the fuck up. Just because you hand out a handful of condoms is not going to overshadow the fact that you kill more babies than damn near any other company combined. Planned Parenthood is about abortion. That is the epitome of irony that a company is called Planned Parenthood when they do the one thing to make you not a parent. Planned Parenthood is about killing babies. That's it. How many fucking undercover reports and hidden camera footage do we need to see? They interviewed a lady who used to be some bigwig at Planned Parenthood, and she even told them how callous they are about the babies that they kill, the jokes they make, what they do with the bodies, how they steer people, young women, or whatever, women, and in some cases girls, from keeping the baby. They push them toward abortion. That's where their money is. Don't believe the fucking hype. Don't believe me. Look that shit up. Margaret Sanger, anybody? The same lady that used to give speeches in front of the Klan? Yeah, the Klan. Now, if I'm having a get-together, I'm not going to invite neo-Nazis. I'm not going to invite skinheads because they go against my beliefs. But she says she's a Catholic, so abortion would have to go against hers. Or maybe she's so stupid, which is possible, that she doesn't know what Planned Parenthood does. I doubt it, but it is possible that she's that stupid. Now, I don't know if 25% of her brain got shut off when she started talking, the part that controls your mouth. But she sounded like, what's his name? Fucking Gabby Johnson from Blazing Saddles. I was born here and I'm gonna die here. Reverend. She sounded all fucked up. What's in that? You know, those glass, they put a glass of water, a pitcher of water at the podium? What's in there? What's in your wallet? What's in your pitcher? Remember that scene from, what was it, Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke? Where they were in court and Chong took the judge's water and drank it. And he spit that shit out and he goes, this is vodka, man. Nancy had to be sipping. Her mouth was all fucked up. I'm a Catholic. Trump. I live it. This is what it is. And that's a direct quote. What is wrong with that woman? These fuckers had the nerve in the beginning of Trump's presidency to be like, is he mentally fit to be president? And he needs to be evaluated and he needs to see a psychiatrist. And is he mentally... Don't look at him. Look at this fucking mush mouth over here. Every time she talks, I understand about 80% of what she's saying. The rest of it is just fucking gibberish. And I don't know if it's because she's in her fucking 80s and maybe that some of that senility is setting in. But there's something wrong with her brain. Now, I don't know. When she goes home and she sheds, she hangs up her human skin and she can stretch her veiny dragon-like wings. Maybe she doesn't talk like that. Matter of fact, I know she doesn't talk like that.
She talks more like this when she gets home to her lair and takes off her human costume.
You fucking demon. And, in case you don't know, Nancy Pelosi is from California. So since you're so worried about who you hate and who you don't hate, you're not doing a good job of showing us that you don't hate California. And they have these commercials now. I'm assuming they only show them in California, but it's called Upgrade California Energy. And it's one of those sugar-coated, watered down, it's almost like a campaign commercial. You know, where it shows them at a job site with a hard hat and a rolled up blue dress shirt, and they're looking at blueprints like, It was like that. There was all a bunch of people, you know, on the coastline and looking at the hills and shit, and you know, all the Californians turn and look at the camera and smile. Upgrade California. Don't give me that bullshit. I want to see the real California. And if you are showing this commercial only in California, who are you fooling? We know what California looks like. Give it to me raw. Don't doctor that shit up like I don't know what's outside my door, like my eyeballs don't work. Show me the real California. I want to see homeless people shitting in the streets, leaving their needles and hepatitis for us to step on. I want to see the poo crew, this is real, that come out before sunrise to spray all the shit away so people can go to work. I want to see illegals overrunning our state. I want to see people's homes reduced to ash because of the fucking fires. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe Nancy wants to make California more like her home. Hell. Show me that California. Show me people throwing out their medication and their food because their refrigerator has been off for 2 days because they have no electricity. Show me that California. Don't show me the California you're trying to show other people. We know the truth. So keep it real. Show me people standing at the gas pump going, what the fuck? That's the California I want to see. Keep it fucking real. But I don't, and please, if you don't know who Dudley Moore is, look him up. He's this British actor that was real famous in the 80s. And he always played a drunk guy. And he was that was him. I think he based that character off of Nancy Pelosi. Because if you split screen it and close your eyes, you don't know who's who. But people, you know what time it is. I gotta hop in this damn rat race. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.